Well, I thought up until the red card, we played very well. It was very disciplined. We asked the guys to do some things that maybe were out of, their comfort zone in making sure we protect space and absorb and transition, which again isn't really in our nature, but against a team like LAFC, you could see how quickly they expose you, and space is their friend and your enemy when you play them. So I thought it was disciplined. I thought we frustrated them, and we created a few really good chances in the first half. And then the red card changes everything. And here's what I'll say about the red card. It was, to me, it's the wrong call. And it changes the game, unfortunately. And he reaches for the yellow, and then he decides that it's a red. And I've looked at it several times, and to me, it's just the wrong call. It's the wrong call in the wrong moment, and it changes the entire match. It's that simple. And then we're playing against one of the best teams down a man, and I thought the effort overall was incredible from our guys. Looked after each other. There wasn't a lot of frustration. I thought we haven't spent a lot of time in kind of a 5-3-1, and they did it really well. And what pisses me off is we gave up 2 set pieces, and that's the controlled phase. That's the controlled state. And in those moments, we let ourselves down, because I think there was something out there. There was maybe a point out there in this game, but again, letting ourselves down on the set pieces. I don't care how many guys you're down, you can still deal with that.
Hey Ben, I know you had some conversations with the officials. Did they tell you?
Yeah, he said he told me he got him in the calf. That he got him in the mid belly of the calf. That's what he was telling me. But I just watched it. It's not the calf. He got him on his foot. Yeah, he maybe got a little bit of a heel, maybe a yellow, maybe. Yeah. Listen, it's just the wrong call. It's the wrong call, and it's frustrating, because it obviously changes the game. What you got?
Since the first season being in MLS, we always talked about the officiating being of quality. Talk about the quality of the officiating. How frustrating is that to get to this point right now? We still have problems with officiating in MLS.
Yeah, listen, officiating in the MLS, is no different than the rest of the world. I watch games all the time, all over the world, and there's bad calls all the time. When it happens to you and your team, and you think you're the only ones, but again, it's just a frustrating night. It's a frustrating night. The guys put a lot into this week. It was a good crowd, and we were hoping to get something out of this. And tonight he made it much more difficult on us by giving them by giving a red card on Son. Let's be honest here. Who that's on, and I think it does play into it.
Hey Coach, last week you told us about Arana, that you weren't scared to put him in. Today he debuts. How special a moment is it for him?
Yeah, he's earned those minutes. It was probably not how he dreamed of coming onto the field, down 2 men against LAFC. But you take what you can get, and he's a good kid. You can see his talent level out there, and hopefully this isn't a one-off. Hopefully he can continue to grow, and we can grab him some more minutes.
Just not the official, but the defensive effort tonight was just.
Yeah, it was great. The guys gave everything, and we built this team with personality in mind. And these types of nights, in mind. And what frustrates me about it is that we showed that for most of the night. And then 2 set pieces. We weren't as dialed in as we needed to be. And it was almost like we relaxed in those moments, and that cost us.
Hi, Coach. I wanted to expand on Matthew Rana. He became the youngest Dynamo debut ever tonight, and I wanted to ask you if this was a planned substitution or if the circumstances tonight helped you, I guess, put Matthew in. Thank you.
I wasn't planning on being down 2 men tonight, so that would be a hard thing to kind of plan for. So no, we the guys on the bench, we have ideas on where they're going to fill a role in the game, but this was definitely some interesting circumstances, and Jack gave a great effort tonight, and he just looked he looked gassed. All these guys were. It's not easy to defend for a full half, and so I thought it was the right time. And he came in, and you can see he's clean, he's fearless, and he's going to be a nice player for this club.
Hello, Coach. My name is Neosha Money. Everyone knows me as Mimi Money. I'm with VEDA Communications, VEDA World News. My question is, what in-game adjustments were made tonight, and how did the players adapt to those changes? And what do you feel that needs to be improved for a better game or match in the future?
Well, it would be. Let's start with just playing 11v11. It's hard when you go down a man against LAFC, and then when you go down a goal against LAFC, and then you go down 2 men. It's difficult. I don't have a lot of solutions for that other than bring character and personality to the game and work your ass off. And that's about what I think, again, the guys did. And this game doesn't discourage me when we talk about this team going forward. I think this will help us and build some resiliency and this doesn't put us back for me. This is just another step forward in what is a new team.
We also saw Agustin Reich get his debut as well. Obviously not the best circumstances for him.
Yeah.
How did you see
that wasn't on the bingo card either. Again, another guy that's, I just met, beginning of preseason, and I didn't think much of him, but I knew he was a big boy. And he came to preseason because we needed a center back, and we heard he did some good things in university. Here you go. You're going into the game against LAFC for your debut down a man. Good luck. And I thought overall he hung in there and he did well. But that's what he's done all preseason. The kid, there's something to him, and I really I think he probably enjoyed getting on the field and giving it a run, and he did just fine.
And one last one, not to keep on the same subject, but to keep on the same subject. Do you feel like some players get a preference when it comes to these calls?
Well, since the beginning of soccer, good players have gotten the calls. At one point in 8th grade, I was a good player too. I got good calls, and this is it's in some ways I guess it's human nature, but it's in the end it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating that he's going to pull a yellow. That's probably the right move, and he looks down at the player and then he pulls the red. Run it back. I don't know.
Anything else in the room? Yep, we go back.
In the midst of a very tough game, I think that there was a really incredible performance from Jonathan Bond. Just how impressive was that?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned him. I haven't even thought about what a good game he had, but he's in a really good place, and he's training really well. Preston Burpo is a guy that's in charge, and I think he's doing a very good job with the goalkeepers, and certainly Jonathan, both with the ball on the ground, connecting passes and making the right play, but also you want your goalkeeper making big saves, and tonight he did that.
Anything else in the room? I think we have one on Zoom, Ben.
Okay.
We'll go to Zoom. Christian.
Thanks. Good evening, Ben. Thanks for your time. Tonight, no player had more defensive actions than Lucas Walter. What could you say about that? Thanks.
Lucas Walter's performance tonight.
Yeah, I thought him and I thought Eric and Antonio up until the red card I thought they were clean, and they did a good job of protecting the space and following the game plan. So Lucas is going to be a big piece to this. He's playing on that left side, and I think as we increase our depth, we'll continue to move him around. But he's been a nice piece. I'm happy he's here, and he's fit in very quickly.